Hello, everyone. Welcome to One by One, a podcast where we uncover the stories, strategies, and secrets behind extraordinary success. I'm your podcast host, Robert Murigi, and we'll be building each other from the ground up. Join us as we uncover the blueprints of building a life, a career, or a business from the ground up. Subscribe now and never miss an episode from us. And on our today's podcast, we are going to explore further mechanic proverb. And this one today says that in mechanics, there is no shortcuts, but only wrong cuts. What does this mean in this world? And in the world of mechanics, where we know that time is money, we always get a lot of pressure from our customers. Sometimes they want to get their vehicles back on the road, depending on whether it's a transport vehicle or a luxury vehicle. What happens at this time? You as a mechanic, you want to push it quick and then finish without counter-checking all the work. And this might bite you in the future. And this one now reminds us that shortcuts are more costly in the long run. When we look at this thing in a more proper way, we see that when you are working under the hood, every decision you make counts, and this one becomes very, very important. But what happens when you decide to take that shortcut and save some few minutes, and in the future you find that you have created a more complex problem? That this problem now, it might require your resources and more time for you to fix it at the end. And when we talk about the wrong cuts, we are talking about taking your time and consuming more time doing that one particular thing. The route that you are going to take might be longer, but you are ensuring that the quality of work that you are going to produce is going to be good. And even if it means that you are not saving any time, but you are sure that you are not going to go back to that particular job in the future. And when we talk about customer satisfaction, what are we talking about? You are going to take a little bit longer, but this time that you are sure that the quality of work that you have produced is going to be satisfying to all your customers. Let us take an example. Imagine you're working on that engine and you're overhauling it. That is a Mercedes engine. And you find that the original head gasket is all worn and all over the place, and there is leakage. The water is mixing with coolant. And at this time, what are we going to do? Some mechanics might just slap a new one and call it a day, but a more experienced mechanic would take time to examine the head surfaces, check for any other signs of wear and damage. But what happens when you do not do all these things? When you come back here and replace any faulty components before reassembling the engine, this might take longer. But if it ensures that the engine is going to be rebuilt correctly and it will run for years to come. And in a situation like this, taking a long cut may seem tedious, but it is essential for us to prevent that costly repair in the future. And this one people might say, how do you take all your time and the quality of work? It is sometimes good to make sure that you take all the time that you need for you to have quality work, even if it takes a little bit longer. But this time, what do we say? Quality always comes first. When we talk about the machines and we talk about the safety, this is where the shortcut does not really mean anything to us. What happens when you take shortcut in this world of mechanics? We might save time, but ultimately we risk the safety and reliability of that particular vehicle. We are also risking causing an accident, damaging the environment, and even endangering people who live around the vehicle. And it's not just the vehicle that suffers when the shortcut has been employed, but also when mechanics take shortcut, it can damage their reputation, leading to customer dissatisfaction and even resulting to legal consequences. Let us look at an example that happened to me recently, and we had to repair that particular motor for that Volkswagen 2-liter turbo diesel And what happened to this vehicle? When the catalytic converter was so blocked, the vehicle damaged one of the cylinder bores by bringing out the piston con rod outside the block. But what happened after this? We had to carefully assess this particular vehicle so that we could not damage or create any more damage, as we already had enough damage. But what happened to this repair? This repair was done successfully. We had to put a new block and also reuse most of the other parts, including the parts which were all good. But what happened after this? This happened so well, and we were able to finish this project. And today, that vehicle, 6 years down the line, it is still operational without any hiccups. And therefore, when you commit to this kind of a mechanic job and you really want to do it right and you do not want to get pushed around, you want to do it right once and again. When the customers are there and they are able to push you or they are able to give you pressure, it is always not good, because when this happens and things does not happen well, these customers will always come back to you and complain, as we have already seen. And what are the practical steps that we can take for this kind of a job not to be a shortcut, but to be a truly wrong cut, which can help us and can benefit all of us so that we can become that one thing that we want? The first step that we are going to take for us to do this job so well is to make sure that we follow all the procedures which has been laid out for that particular type of a job. And when you finish this job, it's always good to counter check all the things that you have done, so that you make sure that you do not leave any stone unturned. When we do this and we do it again, when we do it right, we uphold our integrity in our jobs. We uphold our integrity in everything that we touch, so that the customers can remain happy and their vehicles can stay on the road for longer. And in today's world, where a motor vehicle becomes very essential, and it becomes one of the things that we need each and every day, so that we are able to commute from one place to another. But what happens when this vehicle breaks on the road and on the side of the road, and then you risk getting hit by the vehicle when you're trying to fix this vehicle on the side of the road? It is always good that we take care of the things that we are doing. If we are in professions of mechanics, it's always good to do it right and to do it once and for every day. When we do this and we are happy and our customers are happy, we are also ensured that we are going to get more business in the future. And a practical step to all my viewers and my subscribers: if you have a car, it's always good to consider the kind of a place where you take your car for fixing. We find that there is so many other things that happens when their vehicle is being fixed. These are the things that we want to clear from the environment of vehicle repairs, so that people can head to the future with certainty. When we talk about vehicle maintenance and repairs, this one goes hand in hand with the person who is driving this particular vehicle. Is this person skilled enough, or is he knows how to take care of the car? Is he able to read the gauges when they are going up and knowing when time to stop and when to get the vehicle repaired? When we don't want to spend too much money repairing our vehicles, it's always good to service the vehicle in time. And also, when you are going to a mechanic shop, it's always good to be certain and clear of what you want to be repaired. When the customer says that the vehicle is sounding in a particular way, it's always good to record that, so that you are able to follow and investigate, so that you don't take too much time going around the bush. And when we do this, we always make sure that the wrong cut we are talking about, it is well organized and it is also quick. When we talk about the shortcuts, it is when you start repairing that vehicle without really knowing what you are going to repair. And when you start on this, you pull everything apart and you break all the vehicle and you break all the parts of the vehicle before you fix it. And whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur or a seasoned professional, or simply someone looking for inspiration, one by one, we equip you with the tools and insights you need to lay the foundation of your own success stories. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. Your feedback helps us to grow and bring you even more inspiring stories. Thank you for listening to Building from the Ground Up. Remember, every great accomplishment starts with one single step. What will you build today? And until next time, keep building, keep striving, and keep reaching for your dreams.